I'm ready to go. I'm excited.
All right, so we're at a rest stop in between Houston and San Antonio. I'm just going to give the hubs another temp check here. It's about 90. $81 on that one. So, all right, let's go check the other side. A little close on me right here, but let's see what we're getting on that one. 71, that one's even cooler. All right, this is the one that's been running a little bit more hot. 100. It's actually been calming down a little bit. So, I don't know, 105 to 110. So it's doing good. This makes me feel better. Every time we stop, every rest stop we make, I keep pulling out this guy right here and checking our hubs. You got snacks? Yeah, we needed a few snacks for the road. All right, you ready to get out of here? So all the hubs look good, and we're ready to keep on trucking.
I'm glad you're happy.
Oh yeah. Welcome officially to the Big Haul-A-Palooza 2023.
Yay!
Our journey has officially begun, even though we've been on the road for a couple of days, but this is the first official video that we're getting of our trip, and we're so excited to get this started and share it with you. We are on the road right now. We're headed through West Texas, headed to Carlsbad.
Yay!
Carlsbad is where we're kind of officially beginning our big haul, because that's the first spot that we are headed to enjoy a national park, or actually two national parks.
I'm the most excited about Carlsbad, I think.
Abby is super excited about Carlsbad, and I am too. It's a place that we've been wanting to visit for, Abby's been mentioning it for a few years now, about can't wait to go to Carlsbad and see that.
And I love New Mexico.
Yeah, we love New Mexico. It's a great state. It's beautiful. Everything about New Mexico we really enjoy. All the places we've been, all the places we've seen. But yeah, so this is going to kind of kick off the trip. We have made a couple of stops already on the way here, but they were basically just stopovers to get here. So as we've mentioned before, we've mentioned this in a patio chat, I personally don't like driving a long period of time. Long period of time for me is like when you get to 7, 8 hours. Over that, like, that's not for me. I just can't handle it.
It's not fun.
It's not fun. I don't like sitting here in this truck for that period of time driving. So for me, what I like is 4 to 5 hours, and that's typically how we plan our trips. We try to go 4 to 6 hours max, stop for the night, and then get up the next day and keep on going. So that's how I kind of time out our stop. So our first stop from Pensacola was Beaumont, Texas. We stayed there before. It's a really nice place called Gulf Coast RV Park there in Beaumont. Just a quick overnight.
It is a nice park.
Yep, and then we really love that restaurant called Frankie's. It's an Italian restaurant. We went there again and had another delicious Italian meal.
But it's one of those cute ones that, like, it's a family one.
It looks old school.
Yeah.
Like a lounge inside of it.
Wait.
Oh yeah, look at this.
You can't really tell, but
that's what I was telling Abby. I was like, you got to get some scenes of the drive-in. They don't have to look at my ugly mug the whole time.
All right, we'll keep talking then.
So we're going to Texas Hill Country, I believe is what this area is kind of considered. We just left Ozona, Texas. You'll have to look that up on Google. Very small town, but we stayed at a little RV park there. That it's a no-frills type of RV park, but it's all gravel. They have full hookups. They have a laundry room there, great Wi-Fi, and even cable TV.
They did.
For $35 a night.
It was great. It was a perfect stop off.
It was a great stop. So after Beaumont, we went to San Antonio, we were actually going to stay in San Antonio for 2 nights, but because the drive from San Antonio to Carlsbad is just over 7 hours, we both were like, well, let's go about halfway, stop, and then do the rest of the drive the next day. So that's what we did. So I found that RV park in Ozona, stayed for the night. Now we've got a 4-hour drive to Carlsbad, and we'll be there in about 3.5 hours.
I'm level 10.
Abby is definitely level 10.
I'm very excited.
This is kind of what we are thinking is going to happen for Carlsbad Caverns. We know from experience that trying to video inside of a cavern is very difficult because of the low lighting. Now the iPhone usually does pretty good for getting some videos and pictures, but overall we don't really like trying to get video in the cavern. So I think we're just going to kind of get some highlights to share with you guys inside the cavern. We'll probably show the outside of the area there going into it. So we may have that footage in this video. We'll just kind of see how it goes. And so we'll visit Carlsbad Caverns. We're going to take the drive down the road and see the Guadalupe Mountains National Park. That'll be basically just a drive through. There's a lot of hiking trails that you can do there, but we're just going to do the drive tour.
And we are going to renew our park pass. We always get our park pass on the trip, good for 1 year. It's $80. It is worth every penny you spend on it, any money that goes to the national park. So we'll be getting it in Carlsbad, but we'll be using it at a lot on this trip.
We've got 5 national parks that we're going to be using it in this year, or for this trip anyway. We may be getting some more national park properties later on in the year.
Keep talking, I'm just going to show.
Yep. So the RV park that I selected for our stop in Carlsbad is called Bud's Place RV. It looks like a really nice, clean, well-maintained place, but we won't know until we get there. But it certainly had some good reviews. It was, ideally located near town because we want to go in downtown as well. We want to maybe check out a brewery or a park or something. Just kind of check out Carlsbad, the city there. This is a bumpy road.
It is bumpy.
But they do have campgrounds down there near the national park. That's part of, some of them are on BLM lands, and I think they have some other developed campgrounds as well. But no, I don't think any of them have like hookups or anything. So we'll show you the RV park in case you guys are interested in that, seeing what it looks like, and give you our experiences there. But we're really excited to kick off this trip, and we really do have a lot of great places in store for this big haul. We're not going to reveal them all right now, but we're really excited. We are going to have a few dry camps where we're not hooked in, and we're really excited about that because the scenery there is just going to be beautiful.
I got to answer this.
Oh, okay. Abby had a client phone call there we had to take.
I did. I am working in the car today.
Yep, it is officially a work week, and she's got stuff that she's taking care of. Mm-hmm. She keeps her laptop with her there so that she can work in the truck while we drive.
And I got a cute lap desk, a new one.
Oh, yeah.
Which you hate.
I don't like the lap desk. No, I like how they're used, but I don't like storing them back here because they take up so much room. They're always in your way.
It always gets in your way.
Yeah, you stand it up, it falls over right in your way. So anyway, I don't forgot where we're at on the trip, but I was just kind of giving a recap of everything. Sharing the excitement for getting into Carlsbad. I did want to kind of give you guys a little driving shot right here. So you can see my speed. I think you can anyway. I've got it set to 69 miles per hour. This is an 80 mile an hour speed limit through here, by the way. I do not go that fast here. You can see on the dash camera, it says I'm going 68. That's our camera that's behind the behind the camper there. You can see our view in the mirror there. But I like to try to be the slowest person on the road, and I mean that in a way is I don't want to be trying to pass people. So I try to keep it at a moderate speed, but when we pull these trailers, you really shouldn't be going that fast anyway. I think keeping it under 70 is safe. Some people tell you shouldn't go over 65, but I generally try to keep it around 68, 69. And now I'll go a little bit faster if I'm trying to like pass somebody and it's taking a long time to pass and there's a lot of traffic behind me, I'll bump it up to maybe 72 or so to try to get around somebody, then slow back down to 68, 69. But I just thought I'd share that. That's generally the speed that I try to drive on an open highway like this.
By the way, we are not trying to offend the state of Texas, but there were a lot of people that were cutting us off in Texas.
Yeah.
A lot of people. I mean, like, it might happen like a couple times on your trip, but like it happened like 12 times.
There was a lot of time. I've got dash cam footage if I wanted to dig it up. But there's literally people that will come flying because they're in the fast lane. They want to go faster than the person that they're following. So as soon as that car gets up here to our front corner and there's just enough gap, they fly over in front of us, and I can't even see their bumper. They're so close.
It was
scary. It's really frustrating because you want to take that person and strangle them. You really do, because not only are they putting us, our rig, our camper, and our lives in danger, they're going to cause a huge wreck because they're going to clip somebody, get somebody to go out of control, and then roll their vehicle because they're in such a friggin' hurry.
Yeah.
That they don't care about anybody around them. And that's just part of the road hazards you come whenever you're driving. I know everybody deals with that.
And when we were dealing with that, you really were driving a lot slower too, just because it's
absolutely ridiculous to do that on an open highway when there's plenty of room.
Yeah.
Let the people get up there a little bit further, have adequate room, then get over and go around them.
Yeah.
But they fly in front of you and they almost clip the front of our truck.
So we're not just picking on Texas. It happens everywhere.
But I will say, and we agree, the speed demons of Texas drive a General Motors built SUV, which is usually a Suburban or a Tahoe or a Cadillac Escalade, and they're going 100 miles an hour. And they always have a license plate that says Texas on it.
We do love Texas, by the way.
Well, we love Texas, but that doesn't mean that all the drivers are considerate of others.
No, because honestly, in Alabama, they can't merge. Ugh.
They have been merging pretty good here. One of our pet peeves is when people come and they want to merge, and they always merge at the same time that you're trying to go by. They won't hit the gas. Yeah. It's like all you have to do, people, is accelerate and get in front of the person that's in the slow lane right here.
Yeah.
So we've had a good experience with most people hitting the gas and flying up ahead of us.
Yes, they can get on an on-ramp in Texas, so...
But back east, most people don't. They're like, oh, what do I do? I'm only going 35, but I want to get on the interstate. And then they back everybody up. I'm having to hit my brakes. I don't want to. They're hitting their brakes because they think that I'm not slowing down.
But you can't get over because people are speed demoning in the left lane.
So this is turning into a rant, isn't it?
Okay, no, we're going to stop.
We're just rambling on, honestly. We're just rambling. Now we're headed to Carlsbad, as we said. We're going to make a stop at Walmart. This will be our first store run that we're going to do. So we're going to get a few supplies.
I need something and I can't remember what it is.
We'll figure it out when we're there.
I'll remember it the minute I leave.
We're going to get some cooking supplies. There's a couple things that I forgot to bring. We're going to get some meat to cook on a future camp trip. And then we'll get into the campground. So really excited to be there.
Thanks for giving us your update.
Oh, you're welcome. I hope they enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't just too much babbling.
Did you like San Antonio?
I do like San Antonio. It was busy, very busy there.
Yeah.
So once we got outside of San Antonio to the west side, and we got outside the city limits there, that's when the traffic finally started clearing up, and it started looking like this right here, where it was kind of just open road without just a constant line of traffic. I will say, from Pensacola all the way to San Antonio, Interstate 10 was nearly bumper to bumper almost the whole time.
Yeah,
nothing but traffic.
It took us 8 hours. That was what, a 5-hour drive normally?
It's a 6-hour drive from Pensacola to Beaumont, and it took us 8 hours to get there.
We had several stoppages
There was stops, there was slowdowns, there was traffic, there was construction. But they are finally getting some of those roads paved through Louisiana. It's one of the worst drives is through Louisiana. But a lot of the areas were repaved, and they're still working. Still working on them, too.
Can I make one more comment?
Go for it.
You know, people kind of say negative things about this, kind of sagebrushy look. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Do you like
most people
it?
think it's just, it's desolate, which it is, but...
I don't know.
It's beautiful in its own way.
It is beautiful.
It really is beautiful. I love the openness out here.
I do, too.
So, I was going to mention the So far, wheel hubs have been doing great.
Yes.
I've been checking them every time we stop. I grab the temp gun and we check them every time. That front left still runs warmer than the rest of them, but it's been fine so far.
Yeah.
So my fingers are crossed that we're not going to have any issues, but it could happen. It could very well happen at any moment. So hopefully I'm prepared for it. I've got spare parts. I got spare brake parts.
I don't think we're going to have a problem at all.
That's why I brought all the spare parts. Because when you have all those things taking up room,
right.
you're not going to have the problems.
Right. I think it's a good gamble to take, though. I like your choice.
Yep.
All right, we're rambling.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys in Carlsbad.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to get shots for you here in the truck, but it is really beautiful. We're going through West Texas. This is my first time ever driving this part of I-10 through Texas. It reminds me of New Mexico. That's what it looks like here is New Mexico.
It does.
There's a lot of hills, a lot of flat top hills. I don't know if those are considered buttes. I haven't looked that up, but there's a lot of really pretty scenery here. I think it's pretty anyway, driving through West Texas.
Did you just say I like big buttes and I cannot lie?
I do love big buttes. I will not lie. Just a beautiful drive. Just wanted to kind of share this a little bit. Probably a lot more beautiful stuff to see as we keep moving west. We made it to Fort Stockton, Texas. This is the end of the line for our Interstate 10 drive. We are going to be taking this exit right here. Highway 285 north to Pecos.
That would be a cute dog name, wouldn't it?
It is. It's a good name. I believe it's there's the Pecos River. It might be named after. That's our exit. All right, so we have done 1,069 miles so far. So we've officially done about just over 1,000 miles on Interstate 10. And I noticed that there was a sign for the Big Bend National Park for this exit as well. That's another place that we would like to go on a future trip.
Yes.
We might make a future big haul out to the same region, Arizona, and do Big Bend on the way out.
Yes, we need to. Do you think we could get all the national parks in?
I do. I certainly think we can.
Mm-hmm. I want to go to Hawaii.
Yeah, we're going to be flying to Hawaii.
Agreed.
So here we go. This is now we're going to be on some more interstates after this, but as far as I-10 goes, I just thought that was interesting. We've done 1,069 miles since home.
I'm hungry.
Abby's hungry. Ready for some lunch? Let's get up to Pecos. Maybe we can find us a spot there to pull off and get us something to eat.
All right, I'll search.
It is noon, so it's about lunchtime.
Yes, it is. Look how cute our Kodiak looks right here.
This is the kind of stuff I love it whenever a plan comes together. We were like, well, this looks like we could park right here on Google Maps, and it ends up being a perfect parking lot.
A giant parking lot.
It is wide open. You
Yes.
can see all the guys parked over here eating lunch. So we're in Pecos. This was our planned little lunch stop. Abby was looking for a restaurant to go to, and she found this place right there. I don't even know what that is. La Norteña?
I don't know.
La Norteña, I think.
All I
don't
know is that it is tamales.
Tamales.
And that is what I
and
want.
burritos.
And I'm excited.
Yep. And it feels good too.
It does feel nice.
It feels warm and dry.
It does.
So this is a neat little town, Pecos, right on Interstate 20 and 285.
There's lots of trucks.
Let's go do lunch.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So that was a pretty cool spot.
Right?
We found the tamale honey hole up in that place. It's called the Tamale Factory.
Look at this. They smell incredible. Yes.
Oh yeah, those are going to be good. So we also got, were these empanadas?
Yeah.
So we got a couple of empanadas just to try. This one's a meat and potato. I forget what the other one was. But
that one is a chorizo and egg.
oh, that's right. So sausage and egg. We got two different tamales there to try.
Yep.
They sell them per piece. They're $2 each, or you can get them by the dozen.
And we got a half dozen.
And then, so we got 6 of each just to try. But we also picked up since they had a freezer full of them, I went ahead and grabbed a pack of 2 different types so that we could cook those on the camp. And she told me the best way to do it is to steam them in water there, because I've never cooked them. So I said, how should I cook these? She said, steaming's the best way. So we're going to put them in some cast iron one day and at the camp and give them a try.
It smells so good. This is one of my favorite things. And there's a difference between just regular tamales and someone that really knows how to make them.
So are those the pork, the ones that have more red on them?
I believe so. We got the chicken
and cheese, and then pork with red chili sauce.
Yes.
So yeah, that's got to be the pork there.
So that's, when you're ready for more, let me know.
Well, how about you give them a try so you can let me and everybody watching know if they're good.
All right, all right. It would be helpful if I could get that open. This is the kind of thing, this right here, this is why we travel, is to get places like this.
Experiencing new things.
Yes.
Good?
I need a moment.
Must be pretty good.
They taste fresh.
They had a whole place in there
I'm
where they
really
were
happy.
making them and serving them up fresh for lunch.
That one was really good. Let me give this one a try. This is the chicken.
All right. Another winner?
So good.
Awesome.
I mean, you can put sauce on them, but they don't even need it.
Really?
No.
Good. So the other thing that they had, we had been talking about, we want to find a place on our trip that makes homemade flour tortillas and corn tortillas. So one of the things that they have in there too in their refrigerator is homemade flour tortillas.
We snagged some.
So we got a pack of those. We're going to be using those, for some of our meals. And we got some green verde salsa as well. Well, I'm ready to give it a try myself.
Again, I can get the sauce out, but I don't think it needs it. Let's
just go with it.
Okay.
Here.
You want to try it?
Yep. Can I have your fork there? I want to give it a try too. I'm hungry as well. This would be the pork.
Right?
Tastes
Lots of flavor.
It tastes like what a tamale is supposed to taste like.
That's exactly right.
It's got that cornmeal flavor to it. It's good.
Right? All right, let's turn off the camera so we can stuff ourselves.
Here's the chicken.
They're totally different.
Both good.
Both good.
Excellent. Great pick.
Let's overeat, babe.
All right. All right, guys, we have made it to Carlsbad, New Mexico. We are at Bud's Place RV Park, and this place is really nice. I remember whenever I had whenever I booked this site right here, I was looking at several of them in the area, and I wasn't quite sure if we were ready to go down there at camp at one of the BLM lands or one of the more dry campsites. So we thought, let's just stay right here in Carlsbad. That way we can kind of go into town. It's nearby anyway, and check out some of the restaurants here and just enjoy Carlsbad. But this is a really nice campground. I like the way that they've got the sites laid out. So one of the things that makes it unique, and this is something that I have thought about for other campsites too, or other RV parks, we have a nice big yard there between the neighbors, as you can see. They have them back to back. So the neighbors that's going to be next to us, they're going to pull in this way so that their awning and everything is out that way. So you're not facing your neighbors and your utility hookups and everything. I just really like the way that they designed this, and this is the way the whole park pretty much is laid out. There's some along the sides that are not. They're single, individually lined up like that over there. But it is a really nice site, and I was going to point out, look at that bathhouse over there. It looks pretty fresh and new and modern. So there's bathhouses there. There's a laundry room there to enjoy too. So I actually might check out that bathhouse tonight. But you have a nice bit of space between your neighbors, which always makes it nice. I believe that is a shareable picnic table. That's the only thing I'm confused about. And there is a, looks like a fire pit there as well. Pretty cool, nice and heavy duty, thick steel plate. So you got a fire pit, And then everybody has these charcoal grills. It's pretty cool. It's always cool when they give you a nice heavy duty grill to go with the campsites. So I just wanted to give you guys a shot of what the campsite actually looks like over here at Bud's Place. They have the little mini houses back there too that you can rent. They have a bunch of those available. So I think this is going to be kind of it for maybe what we have started for this first video. Since we did so much chatting and everything in the truck and showing you guys lunch and all, I think we're going to make our excursions a little separate video. So what we're planning on doing tomorrow, we're going to be here for 2 full days. Tomorrow we're going to go down to Carlsbad Caverns National Park. We're going to get to enjoy that. I believe we already talked about that. It's kind of difficult to get really good footage inside of a cavern because it's so dark. But we're going to make a video of that, share you our experience with that. We're also going to go down to the Guadalupe Mountains National Park as well, which is just down the road, and we're going to check that out as well. So that's our 2 main stops here in Carlsbad. And of course, we'll bring you guys back and show you that adventure once we do it. And I look forward to sharing it with you. Abby is actually inside getting things clean and sorted and set up. So when she does that, I like to kind of step outside and kind of get out of her way and just make sure everything's set up out here and finished off. So anyways, we're gonna sign off because once she's ready, we're probably gonna run into town and find a cool restaurant to go to for tonight. We did stop at the Walmart and pick up a few supplies, so we have a few meats available that maybe we can grill, but the problem is it's supposed to be very windy here for the next 3 days. We're actually under a wind advisory, 20-30 mile an hour winds. It's not very fun to grill in that kind of wind situation, so I'm gonna play it by ear. And if it's really windy tomorrow, we may not cook. We may go back into town and patronize one of the local restaurants here. And of course, we might even find a brewery. You know, you guys know that we love doing that too. So anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed this first video of the beginning of the Big Haul 23, Haul-A-Palooza, and we'll bring you guys back very soon for a lot of really fun adventures we're getting ready to start on.